Hi, it's Reasonable Reviewer, and I wanted to do a quick review of this handmade cotton paper. This is sometimes called rag paper, so each one of these is going to be unique. This is not this is literally hand manufactured. You take a big screen and you put the fibers down and you essentially squeegee them across. You get all the paper out and then you let it dry. So a couple of things. So every sheet's going to be a little different. You can tell by looking at it that these were on the edge. These are actually on the edge of the press. And then they were more or less torn out to give them more of that kind of homemade look. Relatively thick. It's kind of like, I'm going to say 120 pounds probably. So that if you're used to dealing with things like watercolor paper that might be 300-pound paper or 280 or 250, this is not that. It's cotton, so it's quite very absorbent, easy for me to say. Again, I got it actually to use for props in some games. But my better half, Mrs. Reasonable Reviewer, is using him to write some very fancy letters to her mom and dad. A couple things when you use it. So we have we're kind of an artsy family, so we do a lot of calligraphy things. Be careful when you do that because if you press down hard or use a lot of ink, it'll just soak through the paper. So you really kind of have to stay on top of it. This paper doesn't have any sizing. If you've done a lot of artwork, you know what that means. And basically, bottom line is there's nothing on it to prevent the ink from soaking directly into the paper. From a watercolor standpoint, same kind of thing. You're going to get a fair amount of spread with this. And also I noticed that it takes a while for it to dry. So wonderful, very creative, original kind of thing. I was thinking about making a couple of kind of faux books and sew the back end like they're bound. They're going to be very cool for that. You get a fair number of them for the value. They're about the size of my hand, just to give you an idea. So these are not, fool's cap size or manuscript size or even A4 letter or B4. These are, I didn't measure side to side, but bottom line is kind of hand size, probably about 5 by 7. I'm getting 4.5 by 7. So I would give them 4 stars. It's a lovely product. It's well made. And if you use it carefully and well, you're going to get a lot of fun uses out of this. Very, very unique kinds of things you wouldn't be able to get using traditional paper. Thank you very much.